All right, now my favorite part, prize tickets and list. You would click on here. That, when you click on it, is going to bring up an outline of your prize program. And these radio buttons can be omitted. So if you just want to create a list of the students that qualified for the Video DJ Glow Party, for example, and that is the prize program that is set up for this particular school in the system today. We're going to omit everything but that. And normally we would click on create tickets. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already done it. Plus we have to sit here for a minute or two watching that wheel spin. So I'm not going to do that. But if I did click on that, it would generate just, and I'll show you what the tickets look like. But I've already done it, like I said. So whatever you want to print tickets for, though, let's say you just want to print the $100 Bill Wallet tickets and the Video DJ Glow Party tickets. You just keep both of those, click on create tickets, it'll go into its cycle, create the tickets, and then you can print them. The cool thing is it does keep them in order. So like if Madeline Elliott qualified for both of these things, her tickets would be side by side, and then they could just be printed, and that goes for whatever you do. So if you had all the things printing tickets, all of Maddie's tickets would be printed together in that section. We'll take a look at that. So we'll go to prize tickets, and you can see here, this is what will come up. Now, of course, they're still going to have to be printed and cut and sent to the classroom, but they're easy to work with. Some big features here, it does show the total number of cases sold, even though this only took one box to qualify for the Video DJ Glow Party. It shows how many boxes that student sold total, which is nice to have. And then it also shows uncollected money, so you would know, hey, I'm cutting this ticket, but it's going in the trash because they never turned their money in, and the party's tomorrow, and we're not going to give them the ticket because they didn't turn the money in. So that's on there automatically. You don't have to go back to try to figure that out. All right, so that's the prize tickets. Next thing I want to look at with everybody is the prize list option. Click on the prize list option. Go to create list, brings up this, and again, you can create a list for all these things or just for certain things. So I'm going to unselect all, Video DJ Glow Party. I'm not going to click on create list because I've already done that. So I'm just going to cancel here, but this will create a list for everything or just single items depending on what you have clicked here. So I'm going to cancel that. And let's go look at what the prize ticket list actually looks like. That's prize tickets. Okay, so here's the list. And again, you could just go file print, but before you file print, up here, you could sort by teacher. Well, let's sort by participant first, and then we'll sort by teacher. And there's an alphabetical listing by teacher and student of everybody that's qualified for the Video DJ Glow Party at this account. Now, maybe you're wanting to do some type of a checklist and you want your participants alphabetical. You just do A to Z, and now they're easy to find as they're coming through. You can see if their name's on there. You can do it any way you want, but you know that's a really cool feature here. All right, moving on, we're going to look at the ability to generate auto-populated reminder notices. And these are pass-through notices that can be sent home with students, and encouraging sponsors to prod those slow-paced students to turn in money. That's a really important part of running the world's finest chocolate sale. It's actually the first step. The sale's over, and now we've got to get some money collected from those students that haven't already turned it in. You know, this is kind of the first step. And sometimes it gets left out because our sponsors aren't just doing the world's finest chocolate sale usually, and at this point they've got that sponsor fatigue. But if this chocolate tracker will actually generate the reminder notices for them, that's a neat thing, and it would make it more likely for them to get started on this and do it, which it is really important that they do it. So we're just going to click on Pay Reminders. That will bring up this. There's two that we can print. The first is called the reminder slip. Again, I'm not going to click on select and execute this because I've already done it. And we don't want to watch that wheel spin. So the reminder slip, though, the purpose of this one is maybe the deadline for money hasn't passed yet, but it's coming up. Maybe it's just a couple of days away. And you just want a little reminder to send home with the students that, hey, you need to get your money turned in. So you don't necessarily want to start threatening people yet. Money's not actually past due, but it's due. So you could do a reminder slip just to kind of get that out there to let them know, hey, it's coming up. So the, sorry, 1 second here. Reminders, this is what it looks like. And it'll print for you, and then they would just have to be kind of like the prize tickets, cut up and given out to those students. And this will just be only the students that have not turned in money, but it automatically generates for you. So nobody has to type this information in there. And it can be sent home, hey, reminder notice, give this to the students to bring home today. Let them know the money's due by Friday. All right, so that's kind of a step one in getting money back as quickly as possible. Keep in mind, as I said in the beginning of the call, this is a first version of this. Because we didn't get to test drive it at all or share it with a lot of reps, we haven't had a lot of feedback yet. If there's suggestions, make them, and if they make sense that it's a better way to do it or better wording or anything, we can incorporate those things if it makes sense to do so. But now we'll go back to the dashboard, pay reminders again. This time we're going to do money due final reminder, because this is like, hey, money is due, it's over, you should have paid by now. If I click select, it would execute this request. Just going to click cancel because I've already done it. Money due notices are here. It's a little bit bigger. It's an 8.5 by 11. And you can see this has our records indicate that as a balance of classroom teacher. Now our World Spanish Chocolate sale is over. We have to pay our chocolate invoice. Our fundraiser was very successful, but we still have a few families. We still have a few families that have not turned in money. Student incentives were based on all money being turned in by the deadline, but it's not too late to qualify. You don't want to wait too long to send this out, because if you've already done prizes, you've lost that little arm twister or sympathy thing that parents might not want their kids to miss out on the prizes. So if you wait too long, this should be sent out pretty much the day after or 2 days after the final call for money has been made. Just giving them one more chance, get your money turned in, and you can still get your prizes. Again, it's kind of generic. It's not editable, I should say that, but it doesn't mean that we can't edit the information that would be automatically done, but you're not going to be able to go in and edit this yourself, unfortunately. So whatever we come up with, it's not bad the way it is, but it's certainly something that if we get some good suggestions on better wording or better layout or whatever, we're happy to try to see if we can incorporate that. So you go back to the dashboard here. There's also an unpaid list that can be looked at. So you'll see here there's a refresh list. It's a good idea every time, if you see this at the top of one of the pages, they don't all have this, but it's a good idea to just click that every time you go in. If there was new information that was entered since the last time it was refreshed, it wouldn't be showing necessarily. So you just click that, it'll give you the most current version of the unpaid. And this will just show you can sort it by participant to get that alphabetical. You can sort it by teacher. You have all the teachers showing how much is unpaid, bird's eye view of it. It's very easy to see if, hey, maybe, why'd they check out 120 bars to this person when they didn't get the first 60, they shouldn't have got the second 60 yet. So it's a good tool to be able to use to evaluate your program too.